Okay, I'm trying to get this video out as quickly and as fast as I possibly can because, good God, this is amazing. You may remember last year a rather certain Facebook page called Britain Bites Back, namely rather famous for one, shall we say, moderator Tegan, who, well, let's just say, jumped the shark in doing a certain poll. Uh, and let's just say hilarity then ensued. Now that's all in the past, but you say what's happening now? Well, right now, as I am uploading this, drama is happening on that page. Now I'm not usually a drama monger, but this is quite actually fantastic because this is one of the things that I think we've really got to talk about sometimes. Some of these people. Because I have said in the past, look, there are a lot of people who voted for Brexit for racially motivated reasons. Because they were just racist. Not everyone who voted for Brexit was racist, of course. But a lot of people did. And it turns out that the people who are behind this page certainly were. Because it turns out one of their moderators or admins has, just as we've said this, I think he's called Mike, has taken over the page and is dumping all their secrets and all their racism and all their stuff out there as we speak. And it is turning into a rather amusing session. So I'd get over there and watch this unfold, open another tab, because we're going to go through Mick's announcement that he is leaving this page. So I can no longer do this. I was asked to help to be an admin on this page in March, even though I've never actually posted anything, to help, quote, sort out the trolls. Well, yes, I'm a supporter of Brexit, and yes, up until this week, a supporter of Boris and the government. But I can no longer be part of this shit show. Today, I had a Zoom call with one of the page's creators, asking about how we should approach the poor judgment of Dominic Cummings, and was told in no uncertain terms that I cannot convey my personal thoughts, that he should resign or be sacked, and I must support him regardless. I cannot toe the line on this. I'm out. I'd also like to address how many commentators on here, on the page, are clearly here to simply troll the admins. Well, after getting to know them more, I'd like it on the record that I now fully understand why so many people are doing that. The admins here are people of an absolute melt level, uneducated to the core, more thick ham than Donald Trump's delicatessen. And I do not mind saying that because there's probably too longer words for them to actually understand it. The creator constantly reminds people about how his page has been featured in the Metro and Evening Standard, yet doesn't actually say it was because they were taking the piss. His attempt at a YouTube channel would be hilarious were it not for the dreadful content of the two videos so far. Cheap, cheap, and cheap. Any more trill left, Dave? He's also a bit sniffy that Tegan became the face of the page and not him. It's been an issue for over a year, especially as she's just as thick as him. The shit show of Schmeemless continues. Jack in Cheltenham, or is it Chinford? He's too thick. He's as thick as two planks to even fucking know. But he says he lives in Gloucestershire. In another pork chund that cannot grasp basic grammar and spelling, his beloved dog died and the other admins thought it was funny. He doesn't even realise that yet, and I doubt his attention span has reached this far into the text to let him know that this new info. What a twat. Just like, and this is actually on their Facebook page, literally live. I've taken this off their page because it looks like he's taking control. And oh my, is he posting some good stuff on there? This is just the beginning, so I definitely encourage you to go over there because, let's put it this way, they're definitely going to end up in the Metro and Evening Standard again by the looks of it. Karen is the gammiest gash in Essex, apparently. The Fanny Rash post was put up in error instead of a private message, something she still can't fucking understand the difference, the dumb cow. And the fact that it got screenshot and gets a response is a huge bone of contention. She can't delete them because she doesn't know how. An admin of a Facebook page cannot delete stuff. Let that just sink in, folks. So you might want to screenshot this, as when one of those absolute airbrains works out where the delete button is, it's going to go. But at least I've made a post on here now, which is something I was always criticised for. I'll probably never vote Conservative again after the events of this week. But yes, shoot me down if you want for feeling that Brexit is a good move for the UK. But at least I accept there is a counter-argument there, something the pork rinds who run this page do not and will never understand and never will. Over and out here, Mick. God bless you, Mick. God. You know, entertainment in this in this dark time has been quite fun. But here's the thing. I've said on this before, sooner or later, people like Mick are going to realise that actually Brexit was not a good move for the UK. Not only that, he recognises there's a counter-argument. So, this is where I've said to Remainers now, we need to start to reach out to people like Mick and go, actually, do you know this information? Do you know what's about to happen? Are you really sure and convinced, knowing that this information, that Brexit's still going to be a good move? And I think there is justification to now to start really reaching out to these people and start to turn the tide. And I don't think Brexit, well, it is going to come up in the political landscape for maybe, well, it depends how bad things turn out. But, like I say, Brexit's not going to be good for the UK, Mick. I'm sorry you feel that way, but all the available evidence and information doesn't suggest that. I doubt we'll ever talk, Mick, but I definitely think there's a couple of articles by a lot of trade experts. I definitely recommend you look up a guy called Adam Posden, who was an American who used to work for the Bank of England, and look for the panel he was on where they were talking about how Brexit's not going to be good for the UK. And I definitely recommend that you start reading up on what the European Union actually was and what it actually did for this country. Because, I'm sorry to Mick and other people, you didn't really know or understand what the EU was and what it actually did for this country. Otherwise, you have never voted to leave. Definitely something that you'd probably start looking up. But yeah, good on you, Mick, for doing that. And bravo for providing, certainly me and certainly others, this much needed entertainment during this lockdown time.